One key to securing access is to request and establish groups that represent roles. Then apply the permissions to the groups and allow the people in the organization who manage identity to assign membership to the groups. This creates a clean interface between permission management on the cloud side and group membership on the personnel IT side. Another key to security is to craft security permissions. The standard roles are defined for the most common use cases, but you might want to derive more granular and restricted roles by customizing them. Service accounts are a great way to separate system components and establish secure communications between components. A bastion host is a way to leverage a service account. For risky and uncommon actions, make the user admin startup and log into a bastion host. From there, they can borrow the service account assigned to the host to perform restricted functions. One benefit is that the login process generates logs for accountability. A policy is set on a resource, and each policy contains a set of rules and role members. Resources inherit policies from parents, so a policy can be set on a resource, for example, a service, and another policy can be set on a parent, such as a project that contains that service. The final policy is the union of the parent policy and the resource policy. What happens when these two policies are in conflict? What if the policy on the resource only gives access to a single cloud storage bucket and restricts access to all other buckets? However, at the project level, a rule exists that grants access to all buckets in the project. Which rule wins, the more restrictive rule on the resource or the more general rule on the project? If the parent policy is less restrictive, it overrides a more restrictive resource policy. So in this case, the project policy wins. Folders map well to organization structure. It's a way to isolate organizations or users or products while still having them share billing and corporate resources. Commit a security checklist to memory. Sometimes just running down a list will rapidly identify a solution.